Back at it again. I'll be Legacy. So it's gonna be Goblins versus Death and Taxes. Win Miller playtesting with me here. So I just ran out of Mountain. He mulliganed to 6. I kept my 7. So that's an Æther Vial. We were proxying that because we have the Æther Vials in the Goblin decks and in a Merfolk deck currently. And David doesn't have a million Æther Vials, so I didn't play anything on my second turn because I'm afraid of a Mother of Ruins. So he, end of turn, goes to port my Mountain, which is really important because I have the Tarfire in hand. So I'm going to Gempalm Incinerate Cycle so I can draw a card, hopefully getting into a Mountain, which I did because, like I said, I am expecting a Mother of Ruins coming down from that Æther Vial, and if that comes down, it's going to be a long day for the Goblins. So yeah, Tarfire, the Mother of Ruins, moves it up to 2. Death and Taxes is a lot better deck than Goblins when it comes down to abusing ports, Wastelands, and Æther Vial, in my opinion. But luckily for us, that deck doesn't really punish us that much for that. So David, thinking here what he wants to run out. Goblins, you know, can really overwhelm the board here, so you have to be careful what you play, especially my deck list, because you have a lot of Tarfires and Gempalms that can really just take care of some creatures, so you have to really be careful of what you're going to run out there. And I'm just going to sit back and see what's going on. So, Sword of Fire and Ice, that is bad news for us. My deck currently does not run any type of artifact removal like Tuck to Scrapper, so we're just going to have to fight through this. So Æther Vial comes down, a little late to the party, but it's still going to get some value. I don't have any type of removal right now, otherwise I would have not played that Warchief and just waited for him to equip and then in response. But we don't have any removal right now, so right now we're in pretty bad shape. The game plan is here to just overwhelm him, which is what Goblins does. That's how you win, by demanding board state. So we're gonna have to stick to that plan right now, because that Sword of Fire and Ice is about to fuck some shit up. So let's see what he does here. Actually, yeah, he's gonna do a good play here. He's gonna Wasteland the Cavern of Souls. This is a pretty fancy play here. I probably taught him this. You know, I play a lot of Death and Taxes as well. So he's gonna vial in. He pulls a white. He vials in Flickerwisp, targeting his land. So he pays the other, equips a sword, and then at end of turn he's gonna get his land back and port me. Some fancy schmancy Flickerwisp scumbag shit just happened right there. But whatever, man. We got an Æther Vial on 1 right now. Another Cavern of Souls comes down. Ringleader. Good draw right now. We have to typically, right now, man, with that sword online on a flyer, and I mean, actually, it doesn't even matter what creature puts it on, but we have to race him right now, and the way we're going to do that is just by flooding the board, because every turn he's going to be pinging off one of our important guys. So we also have to take in consideration what Goblins we want to play in what order, because we don't want losing our best Goblins. We want to be able to set up an attack that is just going to win us the game. So that's 5 damage there. Takes out the Warchief. He was not... so let's see. I don't know what he's thinking of doing here. I think he's thinking, I can't really see his hand, but I'm sure he's thinking, how can I not lose this game, is probably what's going through his head. Because even though he is in demanding position right now, you can still lose. I mean, it's Legacy, guys. Anything can happen. So he's thinking about playing something. I don't know exactly what he has in his hand. Can't really see. Probably like a Thalia maybe here, or a Revoker. My guess is. And it's a Thalia, which is really good here because it slows down our Tarfires, and it can basically beat up any creature we put into play because of the first strike. So now we got Skirk Prospector in the house. One of my personal favorites of the deck. A lot of fancy shenanigans with that guy. I've won a lot of games with fancy tricks with that guy. So right now I'm thinking like I need to flood this board. I need to watch out what I play and what order I play it, because shit is gonna die, and we need to. We're on a fast clock, so we're gonna go ahead and search for some things here. So we got a Gempalm, a Matron, and another Matron, and a Mountain that goes to the bottom of the deck. So we got the Gempalm and 2 Matrons, which is good. We need those. The plan right now is basically I'm going to try to remove as many creatures as possible and swing in for lethal. That's the plan. Sometimes, obviously, plans don't go down like they're supposed to. So, end of turn, he vials in Mangara. I told him, hold on, I have a response for that, my friend. So, because of the Skirk Prospector, I'm able to sack a Ringleader here for a red and cycle Gempalm to kill the Mangara. Thalia does not affect the cycling because it's an ability. So we have to get rid of Mangara, because if he takes out our Vial, we're in very, very bad shape. Also, if he were to have a Karakas that he can play, we're also in very bad shape because Vial is at 3 and he can assemble his little combo. So that Flickerwisp is doing some work with that sword, man. That sword, I mean, Fire and Ice, that sword, guys, once that shit's online, we're in deep trouble, man. You really have to just overwhelm your opponent and just play as many goblins you can and just swing in. You can't sit around because they will pin you off and develop a board state that you just can't overcome. So now I'm at 10, taking 10 damage from this damn thing already. So the clock is ticking. We need to draw some answers. So Windmiller right now is in a very dominant position, and but he knows that he's not clear for the win yet. He knows that shit can go down and goblins can take over. So he really needs to watch his plays, and what he's doing right now, he's really thinking, what can come down that can possibly win the game on my end. What's one card? Because right now he wants to play the Revoker, and I'm sure he's debating whether he wants to revoke Gempalm Incinerator or Krenko. He plays a Revoker, naming Krenko. He feels that that's probably the only card right now that can win the game, which it is pretty dangerous for a Krenko to come down, because with haste, guys, you can just overwhelm your opponent. And I also have Tarfire, so I mean, if you call Gempalm, I can still come with the Tarfires and take out your guys. So we got the Chieftain, the Warchief down here. It's gonna help us play more guys this turn. Tapping the Cavern here for a second Goblin Piledriver. So we're putting a lot of pressure right now. And Goblin Matron, now check this play out, this is pretty funny. So with the Goblin Matron, I was gonna go grab a Gempalm. So he plays Aven Mindcensor, which is gonna make me look at the top 4, and I actually see a Ringleader in the top 4. I was looking for a Gempalm Incinerator. The Ringleader means nothing to me right now, but it's whatever. So I put the Ringleader down because, you have to reveal it, but I forget to put the Ringleader back in my hand, and I just leave it in play. And since I'm playing pretty hasty right now, because I know that right now I'm in good shape, I play the Chieftain and I just swing for the fences with everything here. Luckily for us in this game, that huge fuck up that I didn't really determine anything in the game, because coming in for 3 with a Ringleader that didn't draw me any cards is irrelevant at this point. So he's going to go ahead and block the Piledrivers, because otherwise he's just dead. So he blocks the Piledrivers. The Piledrivers have 3 toughness, sorry. And now he has a singleton Revoker on Krenko here. And he has 1 more shot. Now, he has to kill me this turn. We start discussing here about the Ringleader play, and we just come to a conclusion that it doesn't affect the game at all, so we just let it go and continue playing. So he has to kill me this turn, so he puts me down to 5. He has to kill the Chieftain. That is probably his only option right here. He can't kill any of the Piledrivers or the Warchiefs, so the Chieftain is his best bet. Kills the Chieftain. He does have a Vial here, so he's not out of the... So he plays the other Revoker for Krenko. He's afraid that I'm going to cast a Krenko and just go balls deep on his deck. So he doesn't want that to happen. So he ports me here. And if he doesn't know this, but I already have a game plan here. Like I said earlier, I'm just going to pick off his guys and assemble an attack that's just going to win me the game, which is already what I did. So I'm not going to tick up my Vial because I already have the extra Matron that I needed. And originally I was going to go grab a Gempalm, so I'm going to go ahead and use that Matron to grab the Gempalm that I needed. But first we're going to go ahead and Gempalm one of the Revokers. So what we're doing here is we're making sure at least 1 Piledriver connects, because all we need is just 1 Piledriver to connect for us to win. So we're going to grab another Gempalm here and take off and kill that Revoker. So even if he vials in a creature, one of the Piledrivers will connect and we will win the game. So I assembled this attack very nicely. It was well positioned, and you have to do things like this when people have Sword of Fire and Ice. It's a scary card, so I'm gonna go ahead. He sees what's happening. It is a wrap. Well guys, I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for watching.